Beautiful game footage.
After a long and tiresome, what seems like series of unfortunate events, being first ambushed by the mind flare in the Underthunder, then having the ground beneath you fall through, and everyone falling into this monstrous lava cavern with this monstrous black behir, and then further escaping and further running from further foes, threats, and dragons. The party was exhausted once the airship got up in the air, and everyone, in a final moment of rest, of time off from battle, just collapsed below decks. I know Kip chose to sleep next to the engine room, in the engine room, and then everyone else is sleeping in the general crew quarters, where a bunch of bunk beds and kind of rickety hammocks are swung all around, and that is where you all find yourselves waking up. I'm gonna have you guys all roll a 1d10, and that is going to be the order you guys wake up in.
I don't appear to be below decks, right?
You are.
Oh,
Do you not see yourself?
I see myself, but it looks like I'm not where Stark and everybody else is. It looks like I'm still above decks.
Just try to refresh.
It's 2 layers. If you go up to the whole top layer is blacked out.
Okay.
Boom.
Gotcha.
Wow, my man is a light sleeper.
Wasting those perfect
very,
rolls
very
there.
light sleeper.
Right.
Hey, maybe I have
I'm
plans.
still trying not to
wake up
bleed
fresh.
out at the moment.
Okay, so
I forgot about that.
Wisdom is the first to awake.
I'm the first to awake.
Oh, I take it I'm a heavy sleeper, actually. It's
the other way around. I get it.
I was meditating, so this makes sense.
Wisdom, you are the first to awake. What is your, the floor is yours.
All right. Well, I will clean the bandages that are probably still a little bloody, and I would like to limp up to try to find Captain Redtail. Like, I'll go up to the top deck and see if that's where he's at.
Sorry, moment of point of order.
So,
Did I not do a song of rest?
We long rested, so
Yeah,
This is considered a long rest.
Did I say I was doing a song of rest?
I believe, I'm not sure.
Do you need to, though, when we do a long rest?
Well,
Doesn't that
I
just help
can
you-
do it on a long rest, and that would have helped any healing that Sir.
But don't we
Wisdom.
go to full health on a long rest?
Do we?
long rest is max health. Yeah,
Okay,
you don't
okay.
even have to
Then
roll
never
hit
mind.
die or anything.
Then
Yeah,
never
it's just
mind.
automatic.
Okay, so I'm gonna have. Do you want to walk past the rest of the party quietly, or are you going to just not even care?
I'm not trying to sneak or anything, but I have a conversation I'd like to have with Captain Redtail.
Okay, so as you walk towards the door to the rest of the lower decks, Silas wakes up.
And I am, let's see. Hold on, I gotta zoom in.
You're good. I know the battle maps are a little large.
Yeah. All right, and who? Sorry, who's
So
this character?
I'll stop.
Is this Doc?
Yeah,
that is Doc's character, Wisdom, correct?
Yeah. Okay.
Just a hooded.
So I'll
shadowy
stop
figure
when I
who
see
just-
Silas kind of rouse himself and introduce myself first and say, that was some... I appreciated your aim last night, sir. I am Wisdom, and you are?
First of all, happy to help. I'm Silas. How are you? How are you feeling?
I mean, I'm what's the term? Favoring like my left leg. I'm still limping a little bit, and my right leg's a little bandaged. I feel a lot better. That could have gone a lot worse had the whole group not shown up when you did. So I'm thankful to be alive.
So Silas is probably just going to kind of nod, and say, "Well, happy to help. Glad you're Glad you're up and about.
And then on
So
that
I'll
note,
move on. Oh, go ahead.
On that note, Yaru and Stark both stir awake. Stark definitely has a little bit of a headache.
Well, I definitely wanted to talk to Mr. Well, I guess I don't know Yaru, but seeing Yaru wake up, I'll also go over to him. And a little, I mean, I was earnest with Silas, but I will be even more earnest with Yaru and start out strong and just say, like, make some solid eye contact and just say, thank you.
Prolonged.
If it weren't for you, I would like you just woke up and I am right there in your face saying thank you.
How
Without
close?
you, I would have died.
Are you in my personal space? Or
I
you
mean,
just
like, I'm not. No. Like I'm like a foot away, but
okay? No, for the
I
record,
guess
like
that's
Yaro does the
your
meditation
personal
thing,
space.
right? So he was sitting. He was just sitting, like cross-legged
Oh right,
on the
that's
ground.
true.
So I just envisioned this as you respectful distance. Now Yaro was looking up at you. Yaro kind of blinks the slight the sleep or whatever it is that elves do. He blinks whatever that is away. He looks up and he's like, "Wait, you're not an elf, are you? I can't tell. You have a hood on."
So I chuckle a little bit and say,
No. I wasn't.
I'm
Okay,
not an
that wasn't in character. Sorry, that wasn't in character.
No, right. Well, I mean, both. Wisdom makes a point of covering his features.
Okay.
You would remember from last time, he's like a white tiefling.
That's what I was trying to figure out if I
Okay.
actually did know that or not. Yara just looks up and says, we are all trying to survive. Happy I was able to, help in some small way.
And I do like the cool forearm thing and say, someday I hope to repay the favor.
Yaro gets a slight gleam in his eye, and he's like, I look forward to it.
Okay.
Stark's just kind of looking around, very confused. He's like, where are we? What are we doing here?
I look over, I'm like, are you asking the universe, or do you want me to answer that question?
Silas just looks at Stark and starts to chuckle.
Say, well, considering we were in a cave with lava, and now I'm in a bed,
You're
anybody
welcome.
can answer.
Hey,
You're
listen,
welcome.
we've all woken up in beds that we have no memory of getting into. We've all been there.
I'll say
at
thank you,
this-
Silas. Now, do you want to tell me what happened?
Well,
And I go below. I want to go below decks now while they have their conversation. While I look
it
around.
all happened a little fast. But
it all
here's
started.
what I remember. You took a pretty good blow to the head. About the time that we started running into trouble, we ran into, I can't remember the numbers, so somebody's gonna have to help me. But we ran into some
2 or 3
young,
wormlings.
very very young dragons, red dragons.
Can we come across the people first before the dragons?
Oh yeah, we came across that band, didn't we?
Yeah, the Dragonborn.
The Dragonborn. Yeah, we ran into a group of Dragonborn.
I turned, I go, Kip's awake.
Yeah,
He's talking in his
yeah.
sleep.
would actually be good if he was.
Dragonborn.
Yeah, so we ran into this band of Dragonborn, and shortly that we were, helping them find some parts for their airship, which we're on now. Shortly after that, we ran into some very, very young red dragon wormlings, and kind of ran. Not gonna lie, we ran away, and kind of fleed back to the ship here, and got into a little fight, but ultimately we managed to escape.
And how many of them died? 2? Or is it 3?
I don't know if we killed.
I don't think we
actually
killed any of them.
No, I meant
She knocked one out
dragon.
of the sky.
Oh, the
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn. Like
Yeah.
at least 2 died, I think.
I definitely wounded
Two.
one.
Yeah.
No. The
3.
Dragonborn, not the dragons.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We didn't
We
kill
lost
any.
3 of them, right? Because one stayed behind when we ran from that first room. The second
And
one,
there was the shield push lady.
yes. So was it just 2? It was just those 2,
I think it
right?
was just
Might have
2.
been.
Because the
I'll have to
leader
listen
dude
to
came
this.
running back. Yeah,
But
I
anyway.
think only 2 died.
Silas
on that
throws his
note-
hands up and goes, "But hey, We made it. We're alive. You're alive. It's great. We're on an airship.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
Who, by
everyone's
the way,
help getting
who
me to
was
safety.
carrying Stark?
I thought it was.
I think it was Throck.
Oh yeah, it was Throck.
Pretty sure
Throck.
Throck like
Yeah.
darted
Turn
straight on
title,
the
wait,
airship and
he's
got
here
him
with
with
us too.
So Silas is going to be like, and by the way, you know our boy Throck. That's the guy who carried you.
Throck should say something like, "You see the footsteps in the lava. It was there that I carried you." Or
I
something
just
like that.
kind of sigh and I was like, well, at least he's good for something.
Silas is actually going to chuckle at that.
And on that note, Kip is going to finally wake up.
Oh, God.
He slept in a little bit.
Welcome back.
I'm in a
Is
whole
he
other
in
room.
the-
He's in the
Oh, he's in another room?
He's in the boiler room.
God damn it, I can't keep these characters straight.
You're good.
It's the carbon dioxide
see him back
poisoning that
there.
he's getting in the room. That's why he woke up late.
It was very soothing and relaxing of the engine.
He needed a white noise machine.
Exactly. Well, I suppose this is the doors to go or the stairs to go upstairs, right?
So it's both. It's both a doorway that's kind of tucked underneath the staircase that goes into the rest of the lower decks. Then that is also the staircase that goes up to the upper decks.
Okay. Did I know that everyone went to those beds over there? Or did I just kind of pass out? I can't remember.
We'll say you kind of knew that they were going there. You
Right.
know that that's the only other place they could be sleeping.
Got it. So I'm gonna head over there slowly.
Okay, as you're passing by, you hear what sounds like several pots and pans kind of getting tossed around from one of these rooms in here.
It's not me, but like tossed around like in a struggle, or tossed around like people, excitedly making food.
You just hear pots kind of just, falling to the ground.
Okay.
Okay, what direction? North or south from here? Like from up here or down here?
So it's
Basically,
both.
where's the door at?
You hear it coming from basically these two, or I should say one or two rooms right here.
Is this a door right here?
It is.
Oh,
I wonder
okay.
if it's one or two rooms, everybody.
Is the door open? Is it closed?
It is closed.
Can I check to see if it's locked?
Yes, you can. It is locked.
But it doesn't sound like a struggle though. Like people
No.
fighting. Okay.
You don't hear any other noise besides a few pots
I'll
falling.
just move on then.
Okay. Where is my drawing tool? I'm gonna start having a system where like blue stuff is for doors and like stairs,
Oh, nice.
so you guys can see it better.
The one up above definitely does not look like a doorway.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to, because it's hard to see.
Got it.
Okay, you turn the corner and you encounter wisdom.
You seen Captain Redtail as I limp along?
No, I haven't. I just woke up. And you are again?
Oh, sorry. I am Wisdom,
Wisdom.
and I don't hustle over, but I come over and will also give my thanks because I believe Sova kind of helped out front too when I was getting turned into a Dragon's Chew toy.
Of course, Sova did. Sova's a badass.
We did what we could. Shake hands and glad
it was enough.
glad we all survived.
Oh, we don't. We do the cool forearm grip thing.
Fine. I'm glad most of us survived at least. Sorry to hear about your friends.
Yeah,
Good.
I didn't know them that well, but any death is tragic.
Agreed.
Tear. One solitary tear.
All right, well, I'm gonna go check on the rest of the gang.
The awkward. We're like friend of friends that we know each other but not well. So we're just like, okay, bye. And I'll keep looking for Captain Red.
All right, so Silas sees Kip come through and just looks up and goes, "Hey, welcome back."
Hey, everyone feeling better? Stark, hey, you're alive. I'm so
He's
glad.
a little confused.
He woke up on the wrong side of the ship.
So looking around awkwardly, like, I assume you guys told him everything, so
I mean,
give him a few minutes to gather his bearings, I guess. Let's plan. Wait, who's that guy down there? Is that Throck down there?
This
That
GT.
doctor- Isn't
You
that
see
Dr.
Dr.
Green Thumb?
Green Thumb sleeping soundly
This
on the
fucking
top
guy.
bunk bed. And suddenly he farts, opens one of his eyes, and then goes back to bed.
He's an
I
orc,
remember
right?
this guy.
He's like
Doctor-
an orc.
Dr. Green Thumb? Green Thumb?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a half orc.
Or yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Cool. So I guess yeah, let's go head up and talk to our
Host.
rescuers.
Yeah, more than willing to. As you guys pass through the lower decks once again, you again hear these sort of pots and pans kind of being thrown around, and then you kind of hear just, a lone, shit.
From where? Oh, back in the
Same,
pots and pans
same
room?
area. You just hear it coming from, the area that you guys can't see into. It's kind of
Okay.
these locked rooms.
So Silas is gonna like cock his head and squint a little bit and be like, Did you guys hear that?"
Yeah, there's
Wisdom
someone
would stick
in
the
that
kitchen.
room over there with a kitchen maybe, but the door is locked.
Kitchen. We should go check that out.
I concur.
Thirded.
All right.
Let's do it.
So Pete, is this what you've drawn here? Is this a door?
Yeah, so there's Kip is at one door,
Okay.
and then
I'm
as
gonna
you
go
guys
with Kip.
approach the door that's up top there, you guys can hear kind of the shuffling of a pair of feet behind that door.
I am not
Uh,
aware of that door because I did not go on the top part. But
No,
I'm
we're
gonna,
up with you.
I'm gonna knock on this door.
Yeah, we're with you anyway.
Okay, so you hear two knocks back.
I will knock 3 times.
You will hear one knock back.
I look over at Silas. I kind of shrug.
Don't knock.
Knock
Yeah.
twice?
No, I say no knocking.
Oh, well, but how do they know what we
That's the
did our
test.
part? Okay.
I
I'll
assume you
s-
checked it and it's locked.
Yeah, it's locked. Yeah. I'll say hello.
You hear no response, but you hear the scurrying of several small sets of, feet. I don't know.
While this is happening, Silas is going to work his way around here and just try this door. Like, I just want to see if the handle will move.
It is locked as well.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to come back and say that the door on the side over there, unsurprisingly, also locked.
Sounds like fireball time.
Yeah, let's
Okay, Jeff.
set a fireball off.
All
on
right,
the
calm
wooden
down
airship.
over there, Jeff.
I'm kidding.
Stark has flashbacks, and all of a sudden he's like,
Yeah.
for some reason, the name Vinny pops up in his head. He's not quite sure why. Followed by
Just gonna be
Jeff.
my new character Vinny in this one.
I guess let's just head up. I don't really feel like breaking into a room someone doesn't really want us to go in, I suppose. Did you knock on that other door?
I did not. Happy to, but I didn't.
You should go try that.
All right, Silas is going to go back and knock on the other door.
He's got a visitor.
He's
got 2 visitors.
Gosh, giant visitors.
We're supposed to be in bed.
You knock and you hear the shuffling of feet behind that door stop, and you know, there's kind of a long pause. Then you hear, who is it?
Your mother.
Ooh.
Roll
for burn.
Roll for burn.
You hear him return. Well, that doesn't make much sense.
Silas can't help but actually laugh at that.
Sounds like Silas is finally opening up.
He's gonna say, well, my name's Silas. My friends and I are some of the people that helped get this this airship back off the ground. What's happening in there?
You know, just cooking a meal. That's all.
Well, we're hungry.
Yeah, I mean, come back in maybe 5 to 6 minutes. You know.
What? It's gonna be different in 5 to 6 minutes.
Great. I mean, great question, man. I'll have some drinks prepared. You know,
Why don't you let us come in and help now?
Well, it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet.
That's fine. We don't mind.
You hear a pause and you hear shit.
So why don't you unlock? We'll come on in. We'll help.
You no longer hear a response. You just hear a long, awkward silence.
All right. So I'm going to walk back around and relay all this to my everything that just happened to my friends and say, look, in my wizened assessment, something weird's happening in that room.
Yep, kind of sounds like it.
And I think we need to figure out how to get in there.
Maybe we should just go talk to like the boat leader, the captain.
Boat leader.
Couldn't think of the name.
I mean, we could do that. Maybe
by the time we finish that.
But like,
he'll
you know,
be
here's
ready.
the thing. They said they needed about 5 to 6 minutes, which tells me that if we go talk to the boat leader, you know, whatever's going on in there is going to be all cleaned up.
I mean, okay.
I mean, that might be fine. I'm just, you know, pointing that out.
I don't know if we should be breaking into places we're not supposed to be in on a ship that
we
are
definitely
guests of.
We definitely should be. Anybody have any thieves tools?
Just to point out, we may be guests here, but also kind of the reason this motherfucker's flying.
So, I mean, yeah, maybe we should talk to the captain and
The boat
ask
leader.
him. Yeah, the boat leader, and ask him what's going on in there. Like, I don't really want to be pushed overboard at this
All
point.
right. Silas just kind of shrugs.
Yarrow has zero
Yeah,
intention
okay.
of going and talking to the boat leader.
Yara mentions thieves' tools, and Stark just kind of moves around him and gets closer to Kit. And he's like, "No, I think we should talk to this
The boat leader?
boat leader."
The boat leader. All right.
He just kind of rolls his eyes as he says it.
All right, boys.
Have I found the boat leader while they were talking about the boat leader?
Oh, are you
You
looking
have
for the
not
boat
found the boat leader below decks.
leader? We gotta go.
Oh, okay.
We gotta go up, boys.
Yarrow goes back to the door that Silas is banging on.
I'm gonna head upstairs.
You're just going back to the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pretend that I did not see Yaru go over there.
You just standing there. Or you're gonna do something.
I'm going to do something. I'm waiting for
Okay,
the rest
fair
of the
enough.
party.
Fair enough. Okay. Silas is going to follow Kip and go look for the boat leader. Does that mean we're going upstairs? Yeah.
Yep.
Are these our steps up?
Those are the stairs up.
Okay.
Okay, so if you guys zoom out on your battle map, I will take you up deck.
Wow. That's a real upper decker.
Oh, wow.
You see this giant thing up here, JD?
That's your ballista?
I shot a dragon with it.
Nice.
Yaru also shot down a flying drake.
Was it named?
Thank you.
Was it named?
Thank you
was
for
it named
remembering that.
Throckthunder?
It was
kinda
not. But I did 81 damage
My
to
my
it.
aim was true.
At least one.
All right.
Which one of these? Which of you are the boat leader? Someone needs to ask that question.
Silas.
So you guys come out onto the upper decks. Is that everyone? Silas? Is anyone else
I think
following?
Yaru stayed behind.
Yaru stayed behind. What about Wisdom?
Yeah, he
I
said
mean,
he was going up before us.
I guess
He
it's
should
just
have
up for
been
you
here.
timing, yeah. Because I guess I was below decks when they were on the middle deck, but as soon as I didn't find him, I would have gone to the upper deck.
Okay, so we're gonna say you're
So
in the upper
it's-
deck with them.
Okay.
You see the crew on the upper deck, and they're kind of doing this weird draconic chant, and you see them with this draped, linen sheet over what looks like a body, and they send it off the edge of the airship.
Probably a bad time to intervene.
Boys, there's some weird things happening on this ship.
On that note, you see Throckthunder
Oh, he's there.
notice you guys, and he starts walking down towards you.
Of course.
Brock was with them doing the whole chant thing.
Yeah, Throck was doing the ceremony, it sounds like.
Yeah. Brock approaches you all and goes, "Good morning, good morning."
What was that?
What was what?
Yeah, I give like a nod, and Wisdom walks past Brock.
So what were you just doing?
I think what he's talking about is the fact that you just threw somebody off the side of this ship.
Ah, that was our funeral service for one of the crew members.
Sorry for your loss.
Insight.
You can roll insight. He's
Wait.
telling the truth. That was you can tell he's telling the truth.
Does he seem like broken up about it?
Not at all.
Okay.
Wait, Throck wasn't part of this crew.
Yeah.
Why is he doing the funeral service then?
He's part of. He's. I mean, it's the same race. Like
He does have a sibling on, right? It was a sibling, right?
Can you guys see the
Brock has a
nameplates?
sibling on there.
No, cannot see the name.
Not
plates.
on the thing, but like under characters, you have Throckthunder, Sora, Rogar, all of them.
Oh,
I
there they
can't
come.
see
There
any
they
of
come.
those. I
Grog,
see Grog.
Grog Thunder. Oh my god. What's the
That's
next one gonna
probably the
be?
sibling.
Is there a Pog Thunder?
Oh no!
Pog
Don't
Thunder.
give him that. If
Pog Thunder.
it wasn't, it is now.
Future boss.
Hey, it's
Incoming.
Leader
That's
Redtail.
amazing.
Is the boat leader Red Tail?
Oh, he's Red Tail.
That actually is very helpful. I thought you guys had those names.
I don't
do
see
now.
I don't see Wisdom's name, by the by.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that as well. Boom. Okay. Okay. What was the last question? Sorry.
I don't think anybody asked a question.
I don't know, that's
Or
a
wait,
question.
no, you
I
did.
didn't
I was
checked.
saying, I was just making sure that they had a sibling there. Rock had a sibling that was on the ship, so he has a connection to the ship somehow. Just we don't.
You definitely see the other sort of white dragonborn, and he looks eerily similar to Throckthunder for sure.
Throckthunder 2.0.
Start,
I
Do
guess
we know these guys'
kinda-
names?
we do now.
You guys know, so you guys, just as a refresher, you guys encountered the captain, Captain Redtail.
Boat leader.
He's the one who did most of the talking.
Okay. So Silas is going to try to make his way to Captain Redtail,
Boat leader.
the boat leader, Captain Boat Leader, Boat Leader Redtail.
Okay.
And he's going to say,
Okay.
"Ahoy, boat leader."
Okay, and on that note, the Dragonborn all, turn their gaze towards Silas, with the, other white Dragonborn kind of looking a little bit more angry and sort of disgusted almost by Silas's presence. And Captain Redtail turns to Silas and goes, "Ahoy."
How how's the ship holding up? I mean, we did some pretty hasty repairs, and there was a fight. How's she
Well,
holding up?
The repair, we worked all night on some of the repairs while you fine party members slept through the night. But I must say, we're having quite the conundrum on our hands.
Do tell.
Well, our ship isn't just run by my fellow Dragonborn compatriots here. We also have a small crew of kobolds who do the smaller, more nuanced and
Niche. I've never heard it pronounced that way.
Phalanx.
Phalanx.
It's French.
It's niche because he's the boat leader.
He's the boat leader.
However he
Hey, man,
It's
I
pirate
can't,
Sort of like
I can't
sort of
argue
like
with that
my
logic.
My buddy Matt in high school didn't drive a Chevy Cavalier. He drove a Chevy Cavalier.
Cavalier.
Pretty good.
But Captain Redtail continues. Well, the kobolds feel that they were overworked to the point of exhaustion last night and have gone on strike.
Is there any chance that they're holed up in the kitchen?
They might be. They might be. We had to do some unfortunate ceremonies up here, but we have not gone below decks in a minute.
I think there's a chance that we ran into them just a brief couple of moments ago.
Did you talk to them?
We tried. They wouldn't open the door.
They're probably only letting other kobolds in there. I know they have a secret password that allows them to communicate with each other when they have their little secret meetings. Those devils.
How do you feel as the boat leader
Those damn
about secret
unionizers.
meetings happening on your ship?
Well, we both know our roles. The kobolds know that, if they, try to fight any of us, we can handily defeat them and eat them. However, the kobolds also know that we need their services, which is why we are at quite the standoff at this present moment.
Gotcha.
Dark just kind of goes, huh, and leaves it at that.
So
He's very confused by the dynamics on this boat.
I'm going to change the subject and be like, I'm guessing Silas has noticed that who's it, Grog, is giving him the stink eye.
Correct.
So he's not going to look because I said Grog is kind of behind me, right? Or to my right. So Silas is not going to look. He's just going to keep looking at Redtail. He's going to say, I can't help but get the feeling that not everybody here is thrilled with at least my presence and perhaps my friends. Is there something we did?
Oh, old Grog. Grog doesn't like other people, other races. He only likes us Dragonborn.
Gotcha. So it's not us,
Wow.
it's everyone.
Mine's
You're
It's
making
not- it's
another
not the
racist
most
character.
trusted
Who
type.
knew?
I can okay.
So Peter,
All right.
are we gonna jump back to Yarrow at some point? Because I fully intend to actually do something.
Oh yeah, let's cut back to Yarrow.
We will cut back to Yara.
Let me move my. Okay, so Yarrow is the whole plan here is to whip out his bagpipes and just play like the loudest bagpipe music he can muster until someone gets irritated enough to open the door.
Are we going to be able to hear it from upstairs?
Well, so what's the range? Like, what's the loudest decibel and loudest range your bagpipes can reach?
That's a great question. Loudest
As he Googles bagpipe decibel range.
range. I didn't know you would ask this question. Okay, hold on. Loudest. Okay, that doesn't help me.
You are not a bagpipe connoisseur.
I mean,
as
I didn't know
saw.
he was gonna ask me. Okay. Bagpipes are not just loud; they can be dangerous for both the listener and the player. There's a disease. Wait, hold on. What?
So just
Okay.
based on that
All right,
description,
over 120
entire
decibels.
airship,
That's pretty loud.
Over 120
That's very
decibels.
That's pretty low.
So everyone's going to be able to hear you play.
Okay.
Okay, after the first 30 seconds, you hear a voice reach out. What the hell's going on out there?
I'm not going to stop until the door opens.
You're not going to stop playing that.
Well, yeah, I don't actually say that. I'm just telling you
Yeah,
because
he's not
obviously
saying that. He's just
I'm busy
gonna keep
playing the
playing.
bagpipes.
You start to hear pots start being thrown around frantically, and you also hear over, by the other door, what sounds like a bunch of voices starting to get, go. Nyah, nyah, nyah. You hear a bunch of
It's definitely some kobolds.
feet kind of running around and banging on the walls. Does anybody upstairs on the top deck?
Yeah,
react?
so Silas is going to hear the bagpipes and just start chuckling and kind of walk back downstairs. He's going to excuse himself first, Red Tail. He's going to be like,
I'm assuming all this is happening while we're doing our stuff upstairs.
Correct. It just has started now.
okay, all right. Let's see. I think I left it off with Red Tail. I'm going to finish with one thing. So they have a password for their secret meetings, which you don't mind if they have. What are the chances you know the password?
I don't know the password, but I know that the kobolds are very messy and they leave a bunch of their personal belongings scattered in all sorts of nooks and crannies on the ship.
Where are they? Where have they been sleeping? Where have they been staying?
Well, usually they sleep in the by the engine room. Some of them like to sleep up on the topmost mast. I would say, but there's all sorts of weird hidden little compartments that they have that I wish I could research all of them.
Well, listen, boat leader. We obviously are your guests here. We don't want to be freeloaders. Is there anything that we can do to help?
Yes, I'll give you guys free transportation, anytime, any place. If you can, set those damn kobolds straight, put them in their place.
You want them back in line, is
I
what
want
I'm
them
hearing.
back in line.
Okay.
We're union breakers.
It's at that point. It's about this point in the conversation where Silas is like, the bagpipe sound that you hear, I think, is might be our friend. Silas is going to sort of guess what's happening. Might be our friend trying to smoke him out. So if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go check on that.
Okay, as you walk past the Dragonborn again, all of them are kind of very confused, like wondering what the hell is that noise.
Silas is just gonna nod and be like, "Do you call Dragonborn gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen?
Gentle dragons.
Do they have traditional genders?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they all men?
No,
No.
there's one female Dragonborn.
Sora.
So as he's walking past, Silas is gonna be like, "Lady and gentlemen, we'll take care of this."
And finally, as you're walking back down the stairs, you hear Grog go, "That's not the lyre."
I'm sorry, he said that's not the lyre.
Or is it? I'll say that's not the harp. I'll say that's not
He said the liar as an Lyre.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll say harp.
yeah.
Just so it's not-
They
So I was like, what did you just call
Using
me?
with our current party composition.
I'll say that's what I thought you were going with, but maybe I wasn't following.
Yeah, we'll say harp from now on.
Right. So Silas is heading back downstairs.
Okay.
Careful fall.
Wisdom has walked up to Captain Redtail. Does Wisdom have anything to say quickly?
Yeah, so basically all I went to talk with Captain Redtail is I have a request, and that is to always keep all the ballista loaded, because another 6 seconds and I would be standing here on one leg.
Smart.
Captain Redtail kind of nods his head and says, it's not a bad idea. And then he leans over, looks over at the main ballista, and kind of eyes open up a little more. By the way, it's not loaded right now.
You're telling me this man
why I
has
thought
never
I'd
played
come to
Sea
you
of Thieves
first.
before?
Right. First thing you do is
Never
load the
kept his
cannons.
cannons loaded? For shame.
Is that it?
You know, you're the captain, but just a thought.
Okay.
And I'm
Well,
just
if,
gonna come and chill above deck, I guess.
If you can get you and 2 other party members to go down into my personal bedroom and get one of my dragon tooth ballista shots from my wall, my rack.
You keep it in your bedroom, okay?
Well, yeah, it's the safest place for them. Makes me sleep safely at night. You can easily help assist me and load it for me.
So I've been on the ship for a while now. Between Sora and Rogar, is either of them more what's the term, friendly? Where if I requested them to help, that they would help me?
We'll say Rogar is and Sora isn't.
Okay. So I'm using my spear as kind of like a cane right now and say, Rogar, I could use your help loading the ballista. Do you mind?
He nods and then says, "We'll need one more."
And I'll like side eye Sora. You think you could get Sora to come help?
She kind of sassily sighs, flips you off, and then proceeds to walk all the way up to the main mast and climb it. And she goes up to the top.
So that's a no.
You got your
All
boy
right, maybe
Throck.
one of these new guys can help when they're done playing music.
Probably got at least one.
Oh, where's
gunpowder
Throcky?
barrel
Where's
up there.
Throck at? Yeah. Oh, well, I'll go to Throck next. Nice and slow.
So you ask
that he
Throck.
help with the ballista. Yeah.
Throck smiles,
He's such a good-
flexes, and says, "My pleasure." And so,
Wow.
Thank you.
Gonna
And I'll do the
something.
whole wisdom grasp. Maybe that's what I'll call it. The forearm grasp. Say introduce myself because I don't think we had done that yet.
Throckthunder smiles and says, "Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you." And then we'll say you guys all head downstairs to get one of the ballistas.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about
I'm happy.
Seth and Kip?
I'm following Silas.
Yeah, I went back downstairs.
So I'm gonna kind of turn the corner. I'm gonna do that thing like so. I'm guessing the bagpipes are still going. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that thing where like I kind of turn the corner and I do that like, "Hey, buddy," like.
What?
So we're gonna do the Scooby
what you
Doo thing.
doing?
Where one
Yeah,
head pops
how's
out, the
it,
next head above it, and the next head above it.
How's it going down here?
I just look at Silas and waggle my
You're
eyebrows.
yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll say the music is so loud that you guys now have to yell to communicate below decks.
Yeah.
And
I'm not
it's
gonna yell at
now-
you guys, but sure.
Now that you're below decks, you're also hearing the echoes, the reverberations of the music as well. So it sounds, you're hearing double of every note too.
So Silas, by the way, has plugged his ears.
Okay.
I want to check this door over here.
Okay. It opens,
Peek my head in.
and I will open that up. You see a small, sort of tiny little room with a small bed on it. And the bed's not really a normal bed. It doesn't have a pillow, and it's got all like hay on it and a bunch of claw marks everywhere. And you see a bunch of books and notes kind of strewn about the room.
Does it look like there's like belongings, like someone's belongings there?
It's hard to say if it's like there's nothing that would identify it as any like super personal belongings, but it definitely looks like a bunch of handwritten notes. There's a bunch of like engineering, what's the word for them?
Blueprints?
Blueprints. How
Drafts.
did I forget that?
Cool. I want to go in there and like look at everything and get a general idea of what's happening with all this stuff then.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation.
Invasion of privacy. Jeez.
It doesn't look like anyone's belongings, and it
We have
wasn't locked.
permission from the boat leader.
The boat leader
wasn't
gave his
locked.
blessing.
While he's doing that, Silas is gonna try this door down here too.
Okay, that lower door is locked. And just real quick, so Kip, in your investigation, you are going through and you find what seems like this hefty, dark red, old book that has this sort of leather latch on it that you can undo. And it's got claw marks on it, and scribbled on the cover, it says Kobold Secrets. And it says secrets with Z's.
Kobold are so stupid. I love it.
Nice. And I'm assuming you said it was locked or something.
It's not locked. It just has this sort of leather latch that goes over it. You can easily undo it.
Then I'm gonna start reading it.
Okay. So I'm just going to have you make one more. What would a reading check be? Like, would that be investigation, history? I wouldn't be history.
Could be an intelligence check, maybe too.
Intelligence, probably. Yeah.
I like investigation better.
Okay, we'll do investigation then.
Cool.
He personally likes investigation.
Much better.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Read
You
the
are
shit out of that
flipping
book.
through the book, and you get to the halfway point, and you find this large kind of page that's kind of thicker than everything else, and scribbled on the top it says secret passcode, and the passcode underneath it says Kobold's Rules with a Z.
Kobold's rule or Kobold's rules?
Kobold's
Rules with a Z. Kobold's rules.
Kobold's rules.
Was there a Z at the end of Kobolds as well, or was it an S?
There was a Z at the end of Kobold's as
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
It's like
I just
you
want
know,
to see if
their
they
rules.
stayed committed to the bit.
I want to poke my head out and lean over and look at Yaru and cast Whisper and say, the password is Kobold's rules. BT-dub.
Does the whisper allow me to respond?
Yeah.
Without talking?
yeah, you whisper back.
No, I
'cause-
think you have to actually talk. Like,
All right.
Okay.
I'm
but
going
with
to.
bagpipes, you can still do that. You can stop blowing for
No,
a
no.
little while with bagpipes.
Yeah, bagpipes. The thing is, you blow to inflate the bag, and you can still play.
Yeah.
I do recall how bagpipes work, but what I'm going to do, you couldn't hear me from there, at least not well. I don't want to shout, so
But you,
I can
no,
whisper.
you whisper
I can
a
whisper
message back to me.
okay.
Yeah.
And I just
the whole point of
respond. I just respond. Do you think I can play that on my bagpipes?
I'm gonna cast
Words?
a message again and tell him, or you could just say it.
VR obviously pauses to consider, and he's like, it's really hard to get a captive audience.
Silas doesn't know why, but he's getting irritated.
All right, fine. Yaru finishes his current song with the whatever the bag, however you flourish with bagpipes. He just flourishes to end, and then he bangs on the door 3 times.
You finally stopped that freaking noise?
And then he says, Kobold's rules.
What the hell does that mean?
Yaru looks back at Kip and shrugs. I don't know, man.
It trucks back. Password.
Yaru resumes bagpipe playing.
Ah, shit. This is never going to end.
I'm gonna go down to
hey,
this door down here then.
I'm going to have Yara make a quick perception check.
Okay. Where is it? There it is. That's not good.
Okay. You just faintly smell a little bit of smoke.
Oh Lord.
Yaru,
And
yeah, go ahead.
Can't tell.
Oh
if that's
no, we are gonna
from-
burn the freaking airship
Yep.
down.
You can't tell if that's from cooking. You don't know what's going on in
Can I take another sniff?
Yeah, sure. It's definitely smells like smoke. Smells like old CO2.
All right. I message because I'm playing bagpipes again. I message Kip and I just like I smell smoke.
I'm already gone. I'm
Oh,
around the corner.
Who's down here still? Nobody? Just me?
Oh, well,
Just
yeah, I
you.
guess.
All right. I'll keep
Yeah,
that
it's just you
information.
in that hallway.
I'll keep that information to myself then. Can I tell if my bagpipes are having any impression other than them irritating them? Like,
Other than the smoke.
like are they? Does it sound like they're gonna like cave at any point?
I mean, you have no idea. You can't tell.
All right. I continue.
Okay, so Throck and Rogar are now at the door into Captain Redtail's bedroom. And they are just growing kind of angry and angrier. They start banging on the door. They're trying to unlock it, and it's not really going. And they start kind of going, freaking goddamn, fuck, shit, come on, fucks.
I am going to cast Minor Illusion and have an audible, basically myself scream, Kobol's rules.
Okay. On that note, the door swings open, and you see 4 kobolds with kind of pirate gear on, eye patches, bandanas.
Oh my god.
One's got a peg leg.
Is it a fake peg
they're
leg?
they're all kind of staring, and the one at the front kind of looks at you and goes, "You're not a friggin' kobold."
Heck. Correct. You are very observant.
Don't let him shut the door on you.
Jack.
May we have a discussion?
What do you want to discuss about? I don't even know you.
No, I'd like to get to know you guys and find out what the issue is.
Kobolds don't trust.
But I think we could probably come to an agreement. Add the Z at the end of it, like them.
He kind of perks up,
Ambition.
looks around, and he kind of nods his head. I like the sound of that.
Ambition is going to try yelling like they're in Stop with the Bagpipes.
Ambition?
Who is? Ambition.
Who's ambition?
Sorry, that was a
Wrong
wisdom is
campaign.
going to try yelling that. It's in the hopes that the bagpipes will now stop since they're clearly in the door.
There's no way Yaru hears you around that corner.
I look back, someone go get him to stop, please. So yeah, what, I guess if you guys want to discuss what seems to be the problems.
Discuss.
We would like to discuss, yes.
Oh, am I an idiot?
It's possible.
I don't know, what's intelligence?
Feels like we ain't getting compensated enough.
Can I cast Thaumaturgy? My voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal. And I would like to yell, "Stop with the bagpipes."
Yeah, you can do that. And Yaru, you hear a loud boom piercing the bagpipe playing. And you
I
hear...
include their in so he knows that it's not just like me being annoyed, but like,
yeah,
there's no need for these bagpipes anymore.
Okay, so Yaru, you hear that. What is your reaction?
But Yaru's a little disappointed, but the bagpipes cease.
Gosh.
And he's gonna, and I'm gonna, come over here.
Can I have Yaru make one more perception check real quick?
Yes.
Doesn't want to burn the boat down, but
Okay, you hear what sounds like just a small, precise sizzle and crackling noise. And you can definitely smell smoke from burning wood.
Can I try to kick this door down?
You can.
Hold on.
did I take create water?
That's what I was just looking at.
Sure didn't.
Cash had it.
Hey, can I cast enhance ability on myself? I think I can, right? It's touch.
I can cast burning hands.
I think I can. I can cast enhance
We gotta
ability
fight fire with fire, guys.
on myself, can I? All right, I'm gonna say that I can. You touch a creature and bestow upon it a magical enhancement. I can include myself. I can cast on myself, can't I? Enhance ability.
Yeah, if it's touch, you can touch yourself. As awkward as that is.
Is it a strength check, Peter, for kicking this door down?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna give myself bull strength, and I'm gonna have advantage on this.
Okay, go ahead.
Please.
So wait, what door are you kicking down?
Damn it.
This one up here.
That was a strength save.
Okay, because he's
save.
over
Oh,
by
Yeah,
us.
it's a save.
Sorry,
Try just
sorry,
a
sorry.
regular strength.
My bad.
It's really, if he doesn't, well, he's not proficient, so it'd be, yeah, well, we'll go with the 16. I guess Peter can decide. But...
Okay, so Yarrow, you send your foot straight through. Where are you kicking the door?
At the door jam.
At
No,
the door jam.
At where, like, is it a regular door with like a knob?
It has a doorknob.
Okay, I'm kicking where the lock would be. Like
Oh,
like
it
just to
opens
the
inward.
Right below it.
just to the left of it. Not where you would like if I were to kick a door.
He's kicking next to the knob.
Yeah, next to the knob. Yeah.
I got it. Are you kicking the knob specifically or right next to it?
No, next to it.
Next to it? Okay, so your foot goes right through that piece of wood, but the door stays in place. And so now your leg is fully through the door. And that's where you are now.
I retract
you
my
have strength.
I retract my foot from the door. I reach through the hole and unlock the door.
That works.
And then I open the door.
So Yaru, you're actually up here, right?
Yes.
Okay, your character's down here on my screen.
I did move
You
it.
move it back up.
Yeah.
Refresh your screen.
Why the hell does it do that?
Jeff, what the
Oh
God
god.
damn.
Why
Jeff
is
is back.
Jeff here?
Kill. Don't
Wait,
let him leave.
Wait, hold on. Remind me. In this campaign, does Yarrow know Jeff?
Yes, we all right.
Okay.
We all
Oh,
met
wait,
him
I
in
guess
the,
you guys do.
Wait,
Yeah,
the
the
marmot
boat.
is here.
Jeff is going to look over at Yarrow and go, huh, you look oddly familiar. He's going to look over to his left. There is a glowing prismatic marmot
Prismatic.
who is scampering up the wall of pots. All of a sudden, several pots go flying at you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Ugh.
Don't you let this thing get away.
So we're gonna say 2 pots hit you, and you take 3 blunt damage.
Oh man. Okay.
Like a
And
marmot.
Nothing like a frying pan to the noggin.
the marmot sees that sort of happened. You just hear it go, "Ah!" and then it just poofs out, disappears.
Oh jeez.
Can I use my reaction to try to do something?
Sure, I'll give you a reaction right in this instant before it poofs out.
Can I cast suggestion and just say wait?
Yeah, that's your reaction?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me just double check this. Okay. I mean, I know the marmot, and it's just not going to work for you, but we're going to roll it anyways.
Roll really bad. Prismatic marmot.
His plus is probably like a plus 15 or some stupid crazy
Hey,
shit
man.
like that.
Plus 20 in every stat.
So I was gonna say when when Wisdom yelled at Yaru to stop with the bagpipes, Stark like peeked around, like he walked around the corner to see what was going to happen. And then obviously I watched him put his foot through the door, open it up, and go in. And so I definitely moved closer to the door to see what was going on.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
But I didn't make it. But I didn't make it to the door yet because I was just walking.
That's fine, especially since the roll 20 was a little delayed for you.
Yeah.
So
well, I didn't want to interrupt either while stuff was happening, but
you're good. So the marmot definitely saves, and the reaction fails, and the marmot poofs out of existence. Jeff looks at Yaru and goes, "Well, now look what you've done."
Yaru was like, "Hey man, it sounded like something was on. It sounded and smelled like something was on fire here. I didn't mean to scare the marmot. I tried to help get him to stay." Wait, sorry. Do I know Jeff or no? I don't know Jeff.
Yes, yeah. So Jeff said you look oddly familiar to you.
yeah, because you did the pre.
Oh, I hit the button. I was the one who hit the button.
Yeah.
Okay, and Yaru now takes in the room. What was it that was on? Do I notice what was the fire was coming from?
You can roll perception. Do you see the thing on the map that I've put down?
There's a blue dot. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, 22 perception. So as soon as you kind of ask, what was that thing on fire? Jeff kind of suspiciously starts carefully, trying not to get your attention, but you notice it, looking down at the ground, and you see this small ring of fire. And
is that the water below it?
In that ring of fire, there's now a hole in the bottom of the airship that goes straight out.
I'm gonna move closer.
Notice all these things, Yaru.
I'm gonna take a few steps closer and just point at the ring of fire and be like, "What's that?"
Jeff's gonna look at you and go, "What are you talking about?"
I take another step closer and
love it.
I'm gonna try to peer through the hole, and I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna start.
Is this like
looking.
a man-sized hole?
It is a man-sized hole, yes.
Okay.
I'm now peering.
Jeff is just as suave in this campaign as he is when Peter plays him in the other.
I'm now peering through the hole. I ignored the fact that he tried to, play it off.
Okay, I'm gonna pause what's happening in this room, and I'm gonna go back to the kobolds. Last we left the kobolds, we were in the middle of negotiations with Kip.
Yes. So who was down here with us?
So it's Silas, Wisdom, Rogar, Throck, and Kip, and 4 pirate kobold repairmen.
Wait, are they in the captain's rooms?
This is the captain's room. You notice now.
I didn't realize
They're not just in the captain's room. You now notice that they've trashed the captain's room. They've written kobolds rules all over the walls, and several of the large ballista,
They're a bunch of angsty teenagers.
are kind of.
Wait, what'd you say about the ballista?
So there's this large wall where there's a massive rack, and there's about a dozen places for these different ballista, giant, massive javelin spear ballista shots, and they're kind of all off the rack, spread around the room in all these kind of defensive positions, aiming at the door.
Oh,
So okay, never mind. I'm not going to make a move then. I'm going to let you do your thing.
Is it are they being manned? Am I under threat right now?
They're kind of propped up and angled at the door. None of them are holding any of those.
Okay. Gotcha. But I can't enter the room.
No, there's enough of a space for you to enter. This is just kind of like a makeshift little defensive thing they've made. So if anybody tries to charge in, you'll be met with some resistance.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So let's see. They said they weren't getting paid enough, right?
Correct.
All right. So what are you guys currently being paid, and how much do you want to be paid?
We's is getting paid in copper. We's wants golds.
That's a big jump. Let's maybe go to silver next. Silver's next.
I'm gonna have you roll persuasion.
Oh, shit. I knew I should have called Yaru over.
More interesting when you have a guy good at.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go. Nice.
Nice.
that was not expected.
Wow.
Man.
That's
You start speaking Draconic.
Yeah.
The kobolds start conversing among themselves in Draconic. And does Kip speak Draconic?
Kip is checking. Kip can speak Draconic.
Silas does though, so if I can overhear it, I'll know what they're saying.
Okay, so Kip and Silas, Throck and Rogar can all overhear the kobolds kind of conversing among themselves, and you basically hear them go, "Silver's not golds. We wanted golds. Silver's better than coppers. We like silvers more than coppers. Scary mages, man. He talks to us nicely with the zzz. We like him. Good deals. We take deals, yes." And they turn around and the one that you were talking to extends one of his, short stature claws out to shake hands.
I will take his hand and I will shake it. So it's a deals.
Deals. And they proceed to exit the room without cleaning up anything, and they head into the engine room.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, whatever.
Rogar, Throck.
Yeah, I turn around and I look at what is your name again? Wisdom. Say it. It's all yours. And then
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna head back upstairs, I guess, and go talk
Hey,
to.
I like how you handle things better than your friend, and I kind of like gesture up to the corner, kind of intimating Yaru's attempt.
Okay,
Sure.
so
How am I catching
Kip
heat?
goes upstairs. Rogar, Throck, and Wisdom head inside and begin to grab one of the ballista shots.
Yep.
Silas, what are you doing?
I guess I'm
Silas?
probably gonna go up, back upstairs with Kip to report back to Redtail.
Okay, can you just go ahead and drag yourself up there?
That's
then?
what I'm doing.
And then back to Yaru and Stark. Stark, you've overheard the conversation. Yaru, you are staring down into the hole below decks. And Jeff is looking a little sweaty.
Is it like an airplane where just wind is constantly going
Is
through
my
the hole?
hair like
It
blowing?
moves much slower than like 500 mile per hour airplanes, right? So it's much more, it's not as,
It's a nice breeze.
there's not as much of a vacuum effect.
It's a scenic view to the waters below.
Exactly.
Wait, we are over water though.
Yes, so you are in the skies in the middle of the Central Sea, right below the
Got it.
White Hill.
So-
Cool map.
So Yaru, kind of, he's still leaning over the whole slide, but he kind of turns his head and looks up at Jeff and is like, "I have a lot of questions. Where would you like me to start?"
Make a perception check.
Another perception check. A lot of things to perceive in here.
Okay. You feel something almost like, how when something lands on the roof above you and you hear that thud?
Yeah.
You hear that, but from underneath you.
And now I'm very concerned. And I just get right up in Jeff's face and I'm like, "What's going on, Jeff?" I'm trying to,
Jeff,
I'm being threatening now.
Jeff looks just as surprised and says, "What was that?"
Can I check if he's lying?
Yeah, you can roll insight for that.
Was
Yeah,
Jeff
that's
on
fine.
here before we crash landed? Or was
You're
Jeff
not
doing
sure.
something magical?
You
I'll
have no
say
idea.
at this point, Stark has gotten to the doorway of the room, and he is just confused because he sees Yaru getting in this man's face and a hole in the ground.
We're at the below deck, right? How like if I wanted to look out of the hole, like if I wanted to, this is a bad idea, but if I wanted to stick my head through the hole and look out and try to see what made the thumping noise, would I be able to do that, or is it not possible?
So
How
it's
thick
the hole is
is
pretty thick. So it's about 3 feet thick.
Okay, yeah. All right,
So you'd have to really get down there. Maybe
Stark, hold me.
yeah, right.
maybe.
I don't think that's a good
Dark.
idea.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, bad idea.
Stark's just gonna kind of walk up closer and then look and be like, "Wow, what are you doing here?"
Jeff.
Just very confused by everything.
As soon as Yaru notices Stark entering the room, before Stark has a chance to say anything, I just send him a message and basically explain everything that has happened to me since I entered the room.
Okay. And Stark will just say nothing. He doesn't really have a response.
And I asked,
he just won't reply back.
I asked Stark if he has a way to look at the underneath of the ship through the manhole.
Stark will just kind of walk up near it and look down. And just say, well, this is quite an issue here, isn't it?
Why don't you...
Sure. I'm going to have you roll perception.
Me?
Yeah.
All right.
Use some duct tape for that hole.
Normal perception.
Yeah.
14.
I can't remember what it's called.
You see, you look down into the hole and you see something red quickly move past it.
Something red quickly move. I guess which direction?
It moves from the engine
Jeff.
room towards the bow of the ship. If that makes sense.
So it moves from fish to Jeff.
Yeah, basically, exactly. But it's under. Again, it's underneath.
It's underneath.
So what size are we talking about though? Like dragon size?
I just saw a red blur.
Red movement.
Did the movement cover the whole hole, or was it only a
The
portion?
whole
of the
hole?
It covered. It covered
The whole hole in the hole.
The whole hole.
The whole hole.
Through the hole.
The whole hole in the hole.
The whole hole through the hole.
Oh,
All
right.
Mary.
Stark's gonna, as he's looking down, he's gonna see that and say, "What color?" He's gonna turn to Yaru and say, "What color did you say those dragons were that y'all fought yesterday?"
Were they red?
They were indeed red.
Yaru looks back at at Stark, and just kind of eyes open slightly bigger than they were normally, and he just slowly says, "Red."
It's like, because there was something red outside, and I'm pretty sure the kobolds can't fly, so we need to go tell the boat leader.
We should sound the alarm boat leader. Yaru's confused.
So Stark's going to very quickly say, "Nice to see you again, Jeff," and take off towards the stairs.
Okay. As soon as Stark leaves the door, Yaru, make one more perception check.
He really wants you guys to see something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Perception.
He's
not
trying
going
so
well.
hard. I love it.
Okay.
Sometimes it's just not in the dice. Sometimes it's just not there.
You hear the noises from below again, and suddenly a large red claw comes up and grabs Jeff by his leg.
That'll work.
I'm okay with that.
They're pretty hard to miss that, even with a 10.
Cool.
It was like, "Oh, I sneezed. I missed it."
Okay. Am I in combat?
No.
I don't want Jeff to go. can I ask a question? A technical question.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I cast Tiny Hut over the hole,
It takes 10 minutes. You tried this in combat last week.
it takes 10 minutes to cast Tiny Hut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? What is it?
And it's only 10 foot wide.
But it only needs to cover the hole.
True.
But we don't have that kind of time.
We don't.
Jeff, can you wait 10 minutes?
Can you
Just hold that pose.
hold, please? All right. Well, nothing for it. Yara's going to leap forward and grab onto Jeff.
Nice.
That's your okay.
That's a choice.
I'm gonna say that's a grapple. Can you go ahead and roll to grapple?
I mean,
Is Jeff fighting it?
Yeah, is he fighting it? Because if he's allowing it, then it would happen. Like, he's not trying to dodge it, right? I would think Jeff would be okay with that. Unless he really wants to get drug out, or plot armor, I suppose.
I'm gonna say Jeff is okay with it. Okay. So you grapple onto Jeff.
Yeah.
And just as you latch onto him, Jeff starts getting dragged through the hole.
I'm gonna hold on for dear life.
The hole is only big enough for one person. Jeff kind of has a little bit of thicker waist than Yaru, so there's definitely now you guys both get pulled down into the hole, and you guys are both kind of stuck.
Yara looks Jeff in the eye and says, "I did not foresee this, but this might work out for us."
Did Stark leave yet? Is he gone?
I was gonna say he said as I left the door, so I'm assuming I could still theoretically see and hear this happening.
I'm just gonna have you roll a quick perception just to see if you notice, but it's a low bar to clear.
Watch him crit fail.
Don't worry, I'm gonna fucking miss this because my helmet's down or something.
No, that works. 10 works. That's fine. So you hear the noise, and you manage to quickly look back just before they're out of the door. You exit the doorway's frame, and you see Yaru and Jeff hugging with their asses out of the airship.
So is it just our heads sticking up?
Yes.
All right. Shit. What can I do here?
Yeah, that was my conundrum.
For help.
Well, I'm going to yell for help. But I'm trying to think what else I can do. So I know Kip is downstairs, at least.
You got 3 people in the next room.
Well, I should say I remember Kip and Silas were down here.
60.
Correct.
I don't think I officially met anyone else in Throckthunder. I know him, but I'll yell out and say something's attacking us in the kitchen, the dining area, whatever. I'll say something's attacking us from below in the kitchen. We need help. And then I'm going to run and attempt to grab. Is it literally just their head sticking out, or do I have like?
The hole is 3 feet, so it's like their torsos are like in the whole layer, and their heads are just poking out.
Like
I'll
Santa,
say like
fat
their
Santa
arms
going
are
down.
above the hole, and they're kind of
Okay, so I could grab like under their armpits and try and pull someone out.
Bingo.
Okay, so I yell for help,
Yaru says, "Grab Jeff, not me."
And then I'm gonna. Well, I guess I'll go here. Well,
Wait, why are we
I'm
trying to
assuming
get
you want to put them in the hole there, Pete.
I'll put
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just theater of the mind. It's close enough.
Well, because I would want to be here so I can pull on Jeff.
Here, I'll move Jeff to the fish barrel. No one can stand
That's
there.
fine.
Perfect.
Okay, so I would be here, and I'm going to attempt to pull on Jeff since he's the one actually being dragged down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Based
go
on what
ahead
we
and
already-
go ahead and make a strength. check, and then we'll say wisdom. You overhear the cry for help. How do you react?
So is this like pseudo combat where I have like an action bonus action movement, or is it just kind of you get a brief blurb to do something?
It's still kind of just free flowing. We're not in combat yet.
Okay, so I went to like pop out my good old fashioned, not the mask, just the arms, come swinging around the corner, and as long as you'll let me, like I'm booking it to where I heard them coming from, which was this room. So I get here, and rather than wait, so Stark's pulling on Jeff, correct?
Yep. So, and what I'm gonna do is for this, I'm going to activate my Armor of Magical Strength, allowing me to make a strength check using my intelligence instead.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Let's do it. I
It's
just mean
magical
like,
armor.
but like, I am so smart. I can make myself stronger.
Magic guy, that makes it. You got armor that can do that. Yeah. Okay. So who are you pulling on again?
I am pulling on Jeff because that's who Yaru told me to pull on.
Okay, so
he's also the only one being dragged down officially.
Which is why I told you
Yaru's
to grab
just
him.
Because
Technically,
he's
you don't
on.
know that though.
I know.
Right. I'm just reminding Peter of that.
So you grab Jeff, yank him. He comes up. The leg loosens. Yaru, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Am I here to try to catch him yet?
Don't
I know
fail,
this.
don't
It
fail.
started here way
say,
before I
say you're
was.
just entering the doorway, and
Okay.
Throg-
Oh,
Nice.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Could I just, yeah.
Okay, so Yara, you managed to catch yourself, and your fingers, your hands, like a experienced rock climber, are just latched on to the edge of the wooden hole.
Hell yeah. Can I pull myself
Now
up?
you guys are free to react. Jeff is out and safe.
Pull me up. Pull me up.
I would like my two spectral. They kind of look like smoky, little like you know how lava lamps they get like little pieces that come off and then the form refills. Like that's what the arms do. It's just little pieces come off. And rather than my own arms, I want the spectral arms to go and grab both of Yaru's arms. And I don't know how you want to do this, but I have advantage on strength checks using these arms and range. So really, from where I'm standing, I can kind of like I want to.
It's Doctor.
Do like what those super strong
Doc-
people do, where they
Doc-
just like grab someone by the shoulders and like put them on their feet right in front of you. That's what I'm attempting. Who knows what's actually going to happen because I'm counting on. Let's see here. The advantage to really help me out.
Advantage on that.
Wow.
That's a rip. It is important to know I get to use my wisdom modifier instead of my strength modifier.
Sorry, one additional question I should have asked at the beginning of this session and I forgot. We're all still level 7, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
I just remember that you retconned the previous ending, so I was like, did we actually still level up or not?
Wait a second. It's possible.
We
I'm
leveled
supposed
up.
to- I forgot to level up.
What
over
level are
here
you
the
right now?
first time.
I'm level 6 right now.
Yeah. You did
Nice.
level up.
Good job.
I rolled a 9. I rolled
take care of it after this.
Because I get to use my wisdom modifier instead of my strength. So still not great, but
Okay.
Could be worse, but not by much.
So wait. So I mean, what's the deal? You're trying to change your role with the wisdom modifier, or
no. So with my spectral arms, I get to use the first thing it says, or not first thing. It says you can use your wisdom modifier in place of your strength modifier when making strength checks. And then it also says you can make, I have that written in there twice. I can use my wisdom modifier, which is 4, instead of my strength modifier, which is 1. So I just added 3 to that,
okay.
which is still a 9. So it's probably moot.
Okay, so we'll say your arms, aren't as strong as maybe you thought they were, but they managed to get Yaru up, and now Yaru's elbows are on the edge, along with his hands, and he has a little bit more of a grip.
Not much, but it's something.
Yaru, go ahead and make another deck save with advantage.
Advantage, okay.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay, Yara, how do you want to get out of the hole by yourself?
I'm
Just crushing it.
I'm just the equivalent of like however a like very dexterous and agile Olympic acrobat would do it.
Okay, so you manage to.
And whenever I finish, I want my hair to fall perfectly into place.
Okay, so you have that new leverage, and you manage to kind of do one fluid arm movement, and just with your upper body, you manage to kick yourself up with your arms, and then as your legs get up, you tuck your knees in, and then you extend your legs out from under you, and you are now sitting with your hair perfectly on top, safely out of the hole.
Like BJ Penn jumping out of a pool.
Yeah, just acrobatic as shit.
I land and I'm like, just like I have a slightly smug expression on my face.
Okay, and I'm going to have everyone now make a perception check.
Everyone down there.
No, I'm going to have the people up on deck do it as well.
Well, it's,
Okay.
it's a 12. I forgot to take
You said
advantage of-
perception?
Perception.
Oops.
Is it for
Sounds not
everyone
very
or just people
perceptive,
in
so-
that room?
Wait, with advantage? Everybody's rolling with advantage.
Is
It was
with-
an accident. It was an
I didn't
accident.
mean to.
Just regular perception. I think they just left their advantage.
Is it sight or hearing based?
It is both sight and hearing based. So
Okay.
if you want to use, you're on the top deck with Sova. Yeah.
So
Okay,
they got a
so-
14.
Okay, so Wisdom and Stark and Yaru, you guys all hear a very loud, but kind of like wild, desperate roar. And you hear that sound kind of echo up from the hole underneath you, followed by 3 other smaller roars. And
Yeah.
Silas, you don't notice anything. You're just like, diddly do on top. And Kip, you're on top of the deck. You see a large, young red dragon kind of, flexing its wings come up at the front of the bow. And as you see it, it's got clear wounds of battle, and it's bleeding profusely, and it's kind of got this wild look in its eye.
How far away is it?
This thing hung on for 8 hours, guys.
I'm dragging it right now. It's right there.
Oof. Okay.
And
Is this silly combat?
on that note, I'm going to have everyone roll for initiative. Can you do disadvantage on initiative?
Yeah, I mean, initiative is like a skill check.
If the circumstances
You
warranted
can,
it, yeah.
but I guess why?
Just because Silas rolled so low on his perception that I was thinking maybe he could have it's fine.
Oh,
Just roll.
Well, if that's the case, then it would just be a surprise round. He wouldn't be able to do anything on that first round.
No, it's fine. I'm just because it's a red dragon warring, so we're gonna say it's that's pretty obvious.
Also,
it didn't add.
maybe
Sorry, Peter.
we
but
should-
there you
Oh
go.
shit! Yeah.
some of our damage dealers should consider taking non-fire based DPS spells.
I don't know what that means. That
Yeah.
does, that's, I don't
Silence.
comprehend.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems crazy to me.
Considering I have Firebolt, it's one of my cantrips.
I mean, yeah, it's fireball. I mean, that's not like it's an AoE. It's fine.
So it's 7:43, and now you guys said you wanted to end at 8 Pacific time. So I just want to check how we're doing on time.
Yeah, I would like to be done as close to 11 as possible.
Okay, so do you guys want to then just put pause it now and then just say we'll do start combat next session, or do you want to just
I'm
start
good with that.
combat and then just pause combat, continue the next session?
I'm good to pause here.
I mean, yeah, we could just get initiative and then start everything after that next time.
Okay, we'll do that then.
Also, I guess. Yeah, never mind. That's good.
Well, so then I'll also do the last thing I'm going to show you guys is let me just
That's a big-
you notice some red dragon wormlings also fly up.
Should have had the ballista loaded.
And you notice a red dragon wormling trying to get through the hole below the deck.
We're gonna curb stomp that mother chucker. Ain't no way they get through that hole.
And you also hear below decks what sounds like window glass shattering.
That's a problem.
Yep.
Nobody was on lookout duty, huh?
There's windows.
Yeah, I wasn't, I was waiting if any of you guys were going to notice, but if you look on the side of the ship, there are windows.
The little bubbles.
Oh, those bubbles.
Oh, that's what those are. Got
Sure
it.
as shit. There they are.
I'm trying to keep as much, little things that maybe you guys can just kind of notice passively as possible.
Yeah, no, we should have noticed that.
Let's see
Well,
here.
knowing that for the future, I'll pay more attention to the maps.
Yeah, usually I'm used to just maps being like, oh, this is just a battle map, but what's written on it doesn't mean anything.
No, I try to put in little tiny details here and there.
Gotcha.
Okay.
No.
All right, and then next time, young red dragon part 2, electric boogaloo.
Fighting
Here we
time.
go.
Sora is an awful lookout. She climbed up to
The
that crow's
electric-
nest and
For
didn't see
real.
it.
Oh yeah, she said
Yeah, that's a
nothing.
fair point.
How'd nobody notice like 4 dragons for 8 hours?
Peter, I have to
Who
ask:
slept?
was I supposed to save Jeff there? Like, was that in the cards?
I mean, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I just try to, whatever. I mean, if you guys are trying to make sure he doesn't do anything, like I'll let that fly, like that.
Oh, like the NPC Cash tried to save that you just still
Well,
killed
that's-
anyway, huh?
I mean, that guy, he had, he was.
He was mind controlled, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
some brain.
He was a
Serious
lost
problems.
cause.
He's a lost
Yeah.
cause.
He had some brain stuff going on that you just never caught.
He
So it's like-
he was the direct cause of Cash's death.
Yeah,
was
Cash made
definitely
a
part of it.
horrible miscalculation. And
Yeah.
I let it happen.
As you should have.
All right, well, I will stop this stream.
Gee, you should spend your spare time right now and make a scene for 5 and 6.
No,
p.m.
I have this. So I have it for 5. Like, we're good with 5. I have the scene. We're
Okay.
good now. The
So
problem is I
this
have
is
to
6
keep.
now.
This is 6. I have to keep changing it. So next time we have only 5, I'll make a specific 5 scene.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah. All right, I'll stop the stream. Thank you everybody who watched. Until next week.